Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt something? A strange sense of déjà vu? A pull so quiet yet so powerful, as if the stars themselves were whispering your name? That feeling, it's not random. It's not imagination, it's memory. A sacred echo from a deeper part of you. A part that has walked this earth before, breathed in other bodies, seen civilizations rise and fall, and still remembers. What if I told you, you are not just a human being having a spiritual experience, but a spiritual being, eternal and ancient, having many human experiences? Your soul has been on a journey for lifetimes. It has traveled through dimensions, slipped through time, merged with light, and returned again and again. For one reason, growth. You've lived through eras now forgotten. You've spoken languages no longer on Earth, and deep within you are codes, memories, lessons, truths that modern life has silenced. But those codes are reawakening right now. Today, we unlock 5 mind-blowing truths about your spiritual journey. Truths hidden in ancient manuscripts, whispered by mystics, and confirmed by modern science. These aren't just ideas. They're puzzle pieces of a forgotten reality that once you remember, you'll never see your life the same way again. So if you're ready to rediscover who you really are, to understand why you're truly here, and to unlock the deepest parts of your soul's memory, then stay with me. Fact 1. Your soul chose this life. What if I told you, this life, right here, right now, with all its ups and downs, was not a random accident, but a conscious choice? In the ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, it said the soul must stand before divine judges, not just to be judged, but to choose. A ritual of awareness, where the soul reviews lessons left unfinished and selects the next body, family, and timeline best suited to complete them. This isn't unique to Egypt. In the Hindu Upanishads, the soul, called Atman, is described as deliberately choosing its rebirth based on karma, past actions, and spiritual needs. You didn't just fall into this life, you walked into it with purpose. But why would anyone choose pain or loss or being born into chaos? Because the soul doesn't seek comfort, it seeks evolution. And sometimes the deepest growth blooms in the soil of struggle. Modern research mirrors these ancient truths. Dr. Michael Newton, a hypnotherapist and author of Journey of Souls, spent decades guiding thousands of people into a deep state of trance. What they reported was astonishing. Patients described pre-birth planning sessions with spirit guides. They were shown different lives, their challenges, and karmic debts. They didn't resist. They agreed, even to the hardest parts. You chose your family, not because they'd be perfect, but because they'd be catalysts. You chose heartbreak to learn compassion. You chose failure to discover inner strength. You chose illness to awaken healing power. This means your life isn't broken. It's sacred. Even the things you regret are pieces of a divine curriculum. You are exactly where your soul knew you needed to be. Pause. Breathe. Can you feel it? That quiet knowing that this life is no mistake? Fact 2. You are constantly guided by higher beings. Have you ever felt like something or someone was looking out for you? Since the dawn of time, humans have believed in higher helpers, not gods, but guardians, messengers, invisible forces dedicated to guiding our soul through the maze of this world. In Greece, the oracle at Delphi would enter trance to speak with beings beyond the veil. In Native American traditions, spirit guides come in dreams, visions, and signs, offering direction from the ancestors. In Tibetan Buddhism, the bodhisattvas are enlightened souls who delay their own liberation to help humanity ascend. They exist between realms, compassionate, wise, eternal guides. And in our time, near-death experiencers around the world describe encounters with beings of light. These aren't hallucinations. Many report receiving messages, reminders of a mission, encouragement to return, guidance they never forget. You are never alone. Think of the times you almost made a mistake, but didn't. When a whisper in your mind said, "Don't go there," or "Try again," or simply, "You're safe." These aren't coincidences, they're guidance, nudges from higher realms. And when you listen, when you slow down, you begin to hear them more clearly. From Christianity's angels, to Islam's malaika, to Africa's ancestral spirits, the belief in divine helpers spans every continent and belief system. Because at the soul level, we remember them. Sometimes they send dreams, sometimes numbers, a feather in your path, a chill on your skin, a song at the perfect moment. These are their language, and your intuition is how you hear it. If you're struggling, doubting, or feeling lost, speak to them. You don't need fancy words, just intention, just heart. Say, guide me, protect me, show me what I need to know. They hear you. They've always heard you. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. The next time you feel alone, remember this. You're walking with light, and even when you can't see it, you're being guided home. Fact 3. Your dreams are gateways to higher dimensions. Every night, you die a little, not physically, but spiritually. Your conscious mind shuts down, and something ancient awakens. To ancient cultures, dreams were more than subconscious noise. They were portals, bridges between the physical and spiritual worlds. The Sumerians, one of the world's oldest civilizations, believed dreams were visits from the divine realm. Kings and prophets would consult dream interpreters before making decisions of war and peace. In Egypt, dreams were so sacred, they built temples for dreaming. These weren't just for rest, they were spiritual chambers where the soul traveled beyond this realm to seek answers from the gods. In indigenous cultures around the world, from Aboriginal Australians to Native American tribes, the dream realm is not fantasy, it's another reality. One as real, if not more real, than waking life. And here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. When you sleep, your soul doesn't just rest. It returns to the astral realm, a dimension beyond time, a place where you reconnect with spirit guides, lost loved ones, even past or future versions of yourself. Think back. Have you ever dreamed of someone who passed, but they felt real? Like they came to say something? That wasn't a memory. That was a meeting. The father of modern psychology, Carl Jung, believed dreams weren't just random. They were messages from the unconscious and the collective soul of humanity. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. Jung spoke of archetypes, ancient symbols that live within all of us. When they appear in your dreams, they're trying to tell you something deep, eternal, sacred. These aren't just stories. These are codes, prophetic, symbolic, often strange, but always full of meaning. Your soul speaks in symbols, and the dream world is its voice. So how do you unlock it? Start simple. Keep a journal beside your bed. The moment you wake, write anything you remember, even fragments are keys. Meditate before sleep. Ask a question to your higher self. Create sacred space. Over time, you'll begin to see patterns, answers, messages, even warnings. Your dreams aren't nonsense. They're navigation. They can save you, heal you, or prepare you for what's next. So tonight, when you close your eyes, remember, you're not falling asleep. You're returning to your soul's other life. Dreams are illustrations from the book Your Soul is Writing About You, Marsha Norman. Would you like me to continue with Fact 4 in the same style? It'll go deeper into how your emotions are not just feelings. They're divine instruments used by the soul to communicate your purpose and direction. Fact 4. Time is an illusion. All lives happen simultaneously. What if everything you've ever lived and will ever live is all happening right now? Time is not what you think it is. In the Hermetic teachings from ancient Egypt and Greece, there's a saying, as above, so below, as within, so without. This simple phrase hides a deep metaphysical truth, that reality is not linear. It folds in on itself. Time loops. The Hopi tribe speaks of time as circular, not a straight line. Everything that was, still is. Everything that is, has already been. And now, quantum physics is starting to agree. The quantum truth about time. According to quantum theory, time is not fixed. Some experiments suggest that particles can be affected by future events. Others show that what we call the past is still accessible, just outside our frequency. This means your soul, which is not bound by the laws of physical reality, can exist in multiple lifetimes at once. Multidimensional you. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt foreign? Like a stranger stares back at you? That's your multidimensional self. Pieces of you living elsewhere, elsewhen. Some people remember past lives, but what if they're not past? What if they're parallel, running beside this one like rivers through a forest? Tapping into other lifetimes. When you meditate, dream deeply, or enter altered states, you can begin to connect with these other yous. The healer, the warrior, the priestess, the student. Each carries wisdom your soul has gathered across eternity. And here's the incredible part. The strength you need right now, to heal, to forgive, to rise, it might already exist in another version of you. Bridging the timelines. When you begin to understand that time is not a prison, but a playground, you open the door to soul integration. You stop saying I was, you start saying I am. The pain you carry now, it might be a wound from another life, asking to be healed today. And every step you take toward healing here sends ripples through all versions of you, past, present, and future. The truth about time. Time is a teacher, but it is not real, not the way we've been taught. Your soul is infinite, eternal, and already complete, living 1,000 stories at once. The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Albert Einstein. So the next time you feel stuck in this moment, close your eyes and ask, what version of me already knows how to do this? And listen, because the answer is already living inside you. Ready for Fact 5? It's going to dive into the idea that death is not the end, but a transition into deeper stages of consciousness, as taught by ancient mystics and confirmed by countless near-death experiences. Fact 5. Spiritual loneliness is part of awakening. There comes a moment on every soul's journey when everything goes quiet. Friends drift away, old habits feel empty, the world no longer speaks your language. The ancient path of isolation. In Christian mysticism, this phase is called the dark night of the soul. Saint John of the Cross wrote of it as a time when divine presence disappears and the soul must walk blind. In Buddhism, Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, left his palace, wandered alone, and sat beneath the Bodhi tree. No teachers, no distractions, just silence. This isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. The frequency shift. As your soul awakens, your frequency shifts. What once comforted you now drains you. People you loved may no longer understand you. You feel misunderstood, disconnected, strangely distant, and that's because you're not who you used to be. The breakdown is the rebirth. Like the caterpillar in the cocoon, the silence is not death, it's transformation. You are dissolving to remember who you truly are. This is the sacred in-between. You're not lost, you're being reborn. You are not alone in the loneliness. There's a secret truth that isn't often spoken. Everyone on the spiritual path has felt this, even the great mystics, sages, and healers. And while you may walk this path alone at first, you are never truly alone. Your guides walk beside you. Your soul tribe is on its way. Your true self is awakening from within. What comes after the silence? After the loneliness comes clarity. After the silence comes soul alignment. After the dark night comes the dawn of purpose. If you're in this phase right now, don't give up, don't shrink, don't go back. You are becoming the version of yourself your soul always knew you were. A message to the awakening ones. Narrator, quiet, sincere. Spiritual loneliness is not your end. It is your beginning. The storm is not to break you. It's to clear the way for what's divine. You've now discovered 5 mind-blowing truths about your spiritual journey. Not myths, not fantasies, but echoes of ancient wisdom, confirmed by experience, science, and the soul. But your journey doesn't end here. Now it's your turn. What do you believe about the soul's journey? Have you ever had dreams that felt more real than life? Have you felt the loneliness of awakening? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's expand this conversation together. And if this video stirred something deep within you, hit that subscribe button, because this is just the beginning. Your soul remembers. Your awakening has already begun. Welcome home.